Hello, everyone. Matt Malatesta here in the Coach's Corner with Coach Clifton. McNeely had a tremendous season and a tremendous career opening College Park. He's hanging it up. He's hanging up the whistle. So we had to catch up with him as he kind of wraps up his career at College Park and long career in Texas high school basketball. Coach, congrats on a great season. What was this run like? Going so deep in the postseason this year?
Well, as we had a great celebration on Tuesday night to celebrate our season, and as I shared with the parents and the fans that were in attendance, I thought we were going to have an opportunity to make this run last year, and unfortunately, an official didn't step up and call a foul when Aiden Buckman was mauled. So I knew coming back this year that we were going to be pretty good. We just didn't have the depth that we had last year, and I knew that was going to be a problem. And it showed. It cost us in a couple of district ball games when Aiden and Ian both went down. And so not really surprised what these young men accomplished. We just didn't have the depth that we would have liked to make a longer run.
Well, your time at College Park opening the school was what? How awesome was it? The memories, just Conroe ISD. How was the experience?
It was absolutely incredible. I had an opportunity on Wednesday to go up and visit with Dr. Mark Merle and presented him with a state Final Four medal and thank him for again for giving me the opportunity, and had a chance to visit with Richard Carson, who was our first athletic coordinator at College Park. And back in 2005 when we opened it, everybody thought I was crazy leaving Austin Westlake, and really made the move really for family reasons. My wife's from this area, and we wanted our kids to grow up with their cousins and their aunts and uncles and grandparents, and so that worked out well. But I made some promises and commitments that we would build a successful program where young men graduated with character, and that we'd also be very successful on the basketball court. And I think we accomplished those things in 20 years.
I totally agree. Just, when you open up a new school and it starts from ground zero, how was that? Was that a cool experience that you really liked, or was it like, oh my gosh, I would never do that again?
Well, I know you're from here, Matt, in the area, and in 2005 when we opened, they did it a little differently when we opened as compared to Grand Oaks, and all the sports had to play varsity competition with the exception of football, and the kids that were at McCullough at the time, they had the option of either coming to College Park, or they could be grandfathered in and went to the Woodlands. So we initially started out with obviously no seniors and only a handful of kids, but our freshman class was very, 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 talented. So we saw that. So the first year was obviously a little rough. We won 9 ball games, did get our first district win over, Conroe High back in 2005. And that first freshman team only lost one ball game. And then 2 years later, that freshman team, we went on and won back-to-back district champions with them, and made our first run to the regional tournament. So I'm just blessed. Obviously, you got to have great assistant coaches, and you have to have kids that are talented and buy in. I mean, you still have to have talent.
Well, speaking of talent, I don't know that people remember this, but I think you've had 3 McDonald's All-Americans, a couple at Westlake, and of course Quentin Grimes just having a great season this year. Walk us through, what was that experience like, having those guys and seeing them come up, how they did and have tremendous success?
Well, I was blessed. I had four high school All-Americans. 2 were McDonald's All-Americans before, and the other back in the day, you might remember as well too, Matt, was the Parade magazine.
Right. Yeah.
And so Chris Mim and Luke Axtell, I had early on in my career. They were both Parade All-Americans. Then I had Brad Buckman that helped lead Texas to their Final Four run under Coach Barnes, and then obviously having Quentin here at College Park. So I've been blessed in my career with kids that were talented but bought in. And I was also blessed that, especially, with Quentin, more so than the other guys, with, all the academies and everybody else recruiting the top players, that, he was vested, his parents were vested in our community. And, we ended that talk every spring that he wasn't going to transfer, but amazing talents. I mean, Chris Mihm, who played for me, was the seventh pick, I believe, of the draft for the Chicago Bulls. And then obviously, Quentin being the 20-something pick for the New York Knicks. So that's always exciting. And then watching their careers has been absolutely amazing. And Quentin knew this was coming. I got to see him Monday night when he had his career record. And, now that I'm retired and have a little more time, I may go up and help him with his free throw shooting so he can break that 50-point barrier. But no, he was one of the first persons to, call me and congratulate me on a great career. So.
Yeah. And then, the impact that you have, that coaches have over their duration of coaching, people always remember their high school coaches. What do you hope that you've left as a mark on them, as, the hundreds of players that you've coached over the years take away?
I hope, I made a difference in their life. I hope that hopefully they learned. And, as I shared the other night at the banquet, for some of them, it'll take 5 to 10 years. But hopefully they think back and say, our coaches held us accountable to a higher level, a higher standard, so that we could be successful in whatever we do and in life, being good fathers, being good people in the community, and then obviously be successful in whatever career that we choose. And then bottom line, hopefully they understand the importance of a family. I made a point to always tell my kids, after they played for us, always, let them know, hey, I love them. And I appreciate all the things that they did. We never always saw eye to eye. And I'm sure there's some out there that would still like to bash their old high school coach. But, I think overall we did the right things to help our young men grow and be successful citizens in life.
100%. All right. So now what? What are we doing? What are we doing now? What are we going to be doing for fun, with all this time in your hands?
Well, I'm wrapping up year number 40, and I'm not ready to retire per se, and come to a total quits. There's a lot of things that people don't know about me in terms of I'm very, very vested in education today, and always wanted to be known as an educator first. I'm the director of advanced programs and the head of the math department and AP programs at College Park High School. There is a possible opportunity for me to return there and continue on just solely academically. But I do have a lot of other pursuits that I'd like to pursue, and stay with education and do some things to give back there. My father was a coach, and he coached into his 70s. So I'm not ready to just sit still. I just like to change this and focus more on academia.
Wow. Well, good for you. Hey, Coach, it's always been a pleasure, man. I mean, just having kids that played at the Woodlands, as like, oh my gosh, College Park, when you play them, you better be ready, because you are likely going to get out coached.
I don't know about that. I know we're really proud of the fact that, in 20 years, you asked the beginning, and in 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, most of the first couple of seasons, every time we played the Woodlands high schools, they'd start the chants, Woodland rejects. And I kind of always have remembered that for those kids. And I'm blessed to say now that we walk out with the kids that bought in is we're walking out of here with more championships, more titles, more kids going on to college than anybody in Conroe ISD. We have a winning record over everybody, and have surpassed that. So I don't think anybody can make that statement and comment. And so that was, very, very blessed. And between playing the Woodlands and in playoff games, I can't remember the last time we lost a game at Woodlands High School. We kind of think that's our auxiliary gym. So I hope the next coach coming in, whoever that may be, will understand that that's an important rivalry in our community. and both at the Woodlands High School and at College Park High School, the gyms get full for that game. And so that's kind of exciting that we changed that atmosphere. They got us once this year, but we paid them back for the last time I got to coach over there. And then they had to watch us win a playoff game in their gym while they were sitting idly home. So I have some pride in that. I know my coaching staff does as well. And I definitely know our kids do.
Wow, Coach. Well, hey, congrats again. Amazing career. I agree. Stay in education, man. We need so many great educators out there. So, hey, this is Matt with VYPE, Coach Clifton McNeely. We'll see you in math class, maybe.
Maybe.
All right, Coach. Thanks again.
Thank you very much.